Hello and welcome to Long's Toys. It's Throwback Thursday, so I'm doing a VR Troopers review. This is Kaitlin Star and Darkheart. I won these at an auction a while ago for a very decent price, so I'm going to be opening them up and taking a look. Here's the back of the card. Shows the VR Troopers, the villains. Apparently there was a giant Ultimate Ryan Steel, 14 inches tall. And then they had some vehicles down here. Pretty cool. I think the back of this card is exactly the same. Yes. They're made by Kenner, which no longer exists anymore. I think they were a division of Hasbro and they reabsorbed them. But anyway, so we'll get these guys out of the packaging and we'll take a look. So here are the two figures out of the packaging. Kaitlin Star and Darkheart. I'm going to start with Kaitlin Star. I like the detailing. I think it's a nice paint job. A lot of colors. Very, very cool. For articulation, the head can swivel side to side. The arms can do 360, but they don't have any elbow or wrist articulation. And then the legs can kind of do a 180. They can start from here all the way to here. But again, no knee or ankle articulation, so it's just the 5 points of articulation. And the feet are kind of set up to have kind of a staggered stance. So she just kind of stands like that. But I think all in all, she looks pretty good. I think Darkheart looks pretty cool as well. A lot of nice detailing here on the chest. He's got the kind of bandolins of bullets here, and he's got some straps and some pouches on his belt here. He's got one like completely cybernetic arm, which is very cool. And there's pretty decent amount of detail all throughout that. I'll see if I can zoom in a bit. So, pretty cool. And then here on the head, he's got like a black dome, but he's just got this tiny little slit. It's kind of red. It's hard to see. But it's just like the littlest peak. It's kind of like just to give a little bit of definition to a face, like either on the front of the dome or underneath the dome. I'm not really sure what they were going for, but I think it looks cool. He's got a gloved arm here. And he's got the same articulation. Arms can go 360. 180 for the legs. His head actually cannot move, though. So he's only got 4 points of articulation. The 2 arms and the 2 legs. But he looks pretty good. I like the look of both of these guys. They do come with some accessories. Kaitlin comes with these 2 translucent green weapons here. And I will try to zoom in a little bit so we can take a look at these. This is kind of like a sai, almost like what Raphael would use from the Ninja Turtles. It does have these clips on the side. And I'm not really sure what these are for because they don't really fit over her wrist. And I thought maybe it would be to like clip it to the other weapon, which I guess you could, but I don't know. I don't really know what purpose these serve. But here you have this translucent green blaster, which I think looks pretty good. Decent amount of detail molded into it. I really liked it, the translucent green. I think that looks really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop these in her hands. It's very easy. This one's a little bit hard just because the hilt of the sword is very thick. So you have to kind of push it into her hand. Sorry about this. Let's get it in. It does fit though. There we go. You just have to give it a little bit of a push. But she looks pretty good with her 2 weapons. Darkheart comes with 2 weapons as well. And I'll zoom in a bit here. He has this larger gray blaster, which again has some decent detailing. And then he's got this small gray blaster. So I don't think they're as cool as Kaitlin's weapons, but it makes sense that the good guys would have cooler, more vibrant weapons. So you just kind of pop these in his hand. Very simple. Much easier than Kaitlin's sword. So there you go. He's got his 2 weapons. So I think all in all, these are pretty cool. I mean, back in the day, they were only around $5 to $6 a piece, which would probably translate somewhere in the area of $7 to $8 now. But you can see action figures have come a long way. Like the Power Ranger figures we have now have much more points of articulation. But I think the detail on these is actually pretty strong. They don't really have that great of articulation. But as far as detailing goes, it's nice paint, sharp paint, a lot of detail painted and detail molded into the weapons. So I think they're pretty good for what they were. So I hope you've enjoyed this look at Kaitlin Star and Darkheart from Saban's VR Troopers. And please like and share this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for watching.